Season has been in full swing. You have MAAC coming up. We'll talk a little bit about that later on. But just in general, how's the season gone for you so far?
I've been pretty happy with how the season's gone. It's a lot different than what our first 2 years looked like. Entering my third year, this is the first time we have a large incoming group of young freshmen. So we've been kind of piecing together, figuring out our strengths as a group and strengths individually. And so there were some bumpy parts earlier in the season, but with every meet and with most workouts, we're seeing opportunities. And I think it's all coming together at the perfect time as we head into the MAAC championship this Saturday.
Let's start off on the women's side. Lisa Fajardo, we knew what she could provide to this team coming in, but now she's taking that extra step. She won Mets this season after getting in second place last season. How consistent and how helpful has her consistency been?
I mean, it's been tremendous. She's taken great strides since I started coaching her in her sophomore year. It's just been building and building over the years. So to win Mets this year was a big step for her. But just the way she's been training, the way she's been putting in the work, the way she's been competing every time she has the opportunity, you've seen that growth every year. And in particular, I think it's taking a new form. And she's been a great leader for this team and has kind of opened the door for the other girls on the team to really kind of start pushing the envelope and drive this team forward.
And one of those other runners, Haley Eilfield, a freshman who has come in and really provided a 1-2 punch for your women's team.
Yeah, I mean, Haley, she finished her senior year of high school on a really strong note, hit some really great marks, and so we were excited about her potential, but you never know what the adjustment to college is going to be like, and she has just done it seamlessly, really. And I'm sure a big credit to that is Lisa kind of taking her under her wing, but she's got a fierceness about her, the way she competes and the way she works out, and she's fearless when she runs. So that's been a really great opportunity for us to have both those girls, Lisa and Haley, working together. And it's not really a given that Lisa's going to be leading the charge, as we saw at Paul Short with Haley, kind of taking the first spot for our group at that meet. So it's given us some versatility, it's given us some opportunity, and it's been a lot of fun to see her kind of come into this new college scene on such a strong note.
Meanwhile, on the men's side, you've had a lot of that young group kind of move in and get a lot of opportunities. So with that being said, how have you relied on the senior leadership of guys like Chad Mayer, Mir Kagani, Christian McLaughlin?
Yeah, I mean, these guys have given some consistency to the group. So we brought in 10 freshmen. We have a pretty large cross-country group of 22 guys. And so what those seniors have done, they've kind of demonstrated the program to them and kind of set that expectation through their example for those young guys to follow. And truthfully, the freshman class has kind of gotten right in step. So it's been, and leadership across the board from the seniors, juniors, and sophomores as well. But in particular with those three, and we've seen it in meets and in the way they've been racing, that they're really kind of setting a tone for the team, and the team has kind of rallied around that mentality, that championship mentality. So it's been really great to have those three, Chad, Amir, Christian, kind of leading the charge. Nick Matson, another senior, is coming back for us too. Also up there with the group. So it's been really, really helpful to have the new coming into the season. And that leadership has been tremendous.
Yeah, and those seniors set the tone last year when they finished second at MAAC. So with that being said, how do you make sure that those young guys get integrated and trying not only to get to that spot but also win as well?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of teams competing for those top spots in the MAAC. I think you've seen over the past few years how competitive the conference has been and how it's been building. And so finishing second was great last year, but it was not an easy feat, and it certainly won't be easy to kind of defend that spot again this year. And that was a message from day one of preseason that we gave to the group, that nothing comes easy and nothing is guaranteed, and that we have to earn everything that we're going after. And they really rallied around that concept, and Saturday's going to be a battle between quite a few teams, and everybody's going for the win. But I think you're going to be fighting jerseys from all schools, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Maybe a little stressful from the coaching side of things, but I think it's going to be really fun. I think they understand kind of what's at stake, so it should be a good outing for us.
So then what will it take for both the men and the women to win the 2018 MAAC championships?
Well, particularly on the men's side, pack running is going to be our biggest strength. If we can keep that 1 through 5 really close together, that's going to be where we can be impactful. On the women's side, it's a little bit different. We don't have such a tight pack, but we do have Haley and Lisa kind of leading in that front group. So if our 3, 4, 5, and we have some really great senior leadership on the women's side who understand, again, what's at stake and how to be successful in a MAAC conference. So, with Keely Hogan, Caroline Ferry, got Erin Spadaccini, Gianna Tinto, and Sam Hoagland, so I've got a lot of seniors. All of those girls have been racing in this conference for 4 years now, and they understand how important, packing up that 3, 4, 5 spot's going to be. And whichever of them ends up in there, it's important that they keep themselves as close together as they can. And hopefully, Lisa and Haley are running, towards the front of the race. But anything can happen on any day. So it's going to be a real team effort on both sides.